Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Lily Reads. In today's video, we are going to be celebrating Blackoween. Blackoween is a readathon hosted by the Locked Booktician. I will put everything on the screen and stuff down below. In this time, we celebrate all the Black authors who are writing speculative horror, murder, mystery, all types of books like that, and we read from those authors. This takes place through all of October. For me, it is going to take place for this week. I'm going to be reading mystery books by Black authors, and I'm really excited. So let's just jump on in to what we're going to be reading. So last year, maybe even during Blackoween, I don't remember, I read A Glimmer of Death by Valerie Wilson Wesley, and I really enjoyed this for a mystery book. I went into it not thinking I was going to enjoy it. I only really picked it up because I wanted to read a mystery book by a Black author, but I enjoyed it more than I thought. So I got my hands on the second book, which was called A Fatal Glow. And then something hit me. This book kind of like got shoved into my bookshelf. Like I wasn't really thinking about this book. But then, because I read this one, because I read A Glimmer of Death, my Goodreads told me that Valerie was coming out with another book this year. And so I pre-ordered this book and it came in the mail months ago. And so now I have two books in this series that I have not read. And so that's what I'm going to read first in this vlog. This is probably where my journey with this series is going to end. I have no desire to read beyond the three books in this series. I'll probably stop here, but I'm happy I have them. They're really short, and so we will be getting to these in this video. The next thing that we are going to read is A Deadly Inside Scoop. So me and Abby Collette have had a bad relationship in the past because last Halloween I read Body and Soul Food and did not like it, but I did love the cover. And so I just really didn't pick up this book this year. I could have picked up this book this year, but I didn't. But I'm like, you know what? This is the time. This is the time to do it. Because unfortunately for myself, I went through this phase where if I thought I was going to like a book series, I bought a bunch of books in the series. And so I own the next two books in the series. So I got to at least try. I got to at least give it the good college try. So we'll be reading A Deadly Inside Scoop in this video. And if I enjoy it well enough, I will move on with the series and read the next two because I own them. And then the last thing we are going to be reading is a book that I borrowed, My Sister the Serial Killer. This is not my copy of this book. I don't have a copy of this book. I took this book from my partner. He has read this book. So I just, snatched it from him. And I'm going to read this as well because all of these books are really short except I don't think A Deadly Inside Scoop is all that long. Yeah, the words are huge in this book. So shouldn't take me long to read any of these, and I'm doing it for a whole week. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to start with A Fatal Glow. And yeah, I'm going to come and tell you guys all about these and kind of catch you up because this is the second and third book in a series. So I'll catch you all up on what's going on, okay? Peace out. Let's get into it. Hello, you guys. I am sitting on my couch today. I just made me a cup of coffee. It is the weekend, which means I watch college football pretty much all day unless I get tired of sitting on my couch all damn day. And basically, I just relax. And so what I am going to spend today doing is, by the way, let me finish this, reading A Fatal Glow. I have started this book already. I read 10 pages of it yesterday afternoon, but it was kind of hard for me to get into because I didn't really remember what happened in the last book. So now I'm just going to push through and get caught up on it. So that's what we are going to do today. I was about to say, ignore those plants back there. They're not usually back there. They're usually on my porch, but it has been getting very cold where I live. At night, the temperature has been dropping into the 50s. And so I've just been worried about them and I don't want them to die. So, because they already had a really rough summer, because of all the extreme hotness, because they're not really supposed to be outside, but I thought on my porch they would be fine because it's completely covered. But they had a kind of a rough summer, and so I don't want them to go from this rough summer to this harsh winter. So I brought them inside and they'll probably remain inside. Probably not there. I think I'm going to move them into the guest room or something. But yeah, I am about to sit here and drink my coffee. It is midday and I'm not usually a midday coffee drinker. I try to have one cup of coffee a day, but I didn't have a cup of coffee this morning and I want a cup of coffee. So I decided to make me one even though it's midday. The reason why I'm not a midday coffee drinker is honestly, it kind of works in reverse. Um, like it gives me the energy that I need. Like not even that I need, it gives me the energy, but then it just makes me sleepy by like 6 o'clock. And like I enjoy being up at night. I go to bed really late. Well, what you consider really late. Some people go to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 is a push. Usually 1 o'clock, I turn my TV off and I go to sleep. So I like to stay up because like it's fun for me to like watch a movie or watch a TV show. I'm binging. So if I drink a coffee, I want to go to bed earlier. But anyways, I'm going to sit here and read A Fatal Glow. This should not be a really long read for me. I just hope that I'm into it, you know? That's the kind of worrisome thing about this vlog. I'm kind of worried about the books. I don't know if I'm going to be into them the way that I should be into them. But I am going to sit here and yeah. I think I'm going to heat me up some bread and butter and eat that because I'm like kind of hungry, but I'm not really hungry. I had breakfast this morning, but that's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Hello, friends. I'm here to talk to you guys about Fatal Glow. It's nighttime since the last time you guys saw me. I only made it to page 52, chapter 5 of this book, so I do not have much to talk to you about, but because this book is short, I have gotten through most of, like, the exposition, like, we're getting into the mystery of it all. Sorry, I had to delete some stuff off my memory card, but we are kind of picking up exactly where we left off from the last book. So if you don't know, this book follows a woman named Odessa Jones. Odessa Jones is a widow, and she owns a bakery, but that bakery isn't doing really well since her husband died. So to get some extra income, she started working at a real estate company. The head of this real estate company died, and there was a whole murder mystery about how this guy died. Our main character has like a magical ability. This book is like based in magical realism. She can like sense when someone's vibe, like she senses good vibes, bad vibes. So she knew something was going to happen to the guy because she sensed death, and the guy died. There was a murder mystery. She helped solve the mystery, and that's how that. So now we are in this book, A Fatal Glow, where Odessa is still working at the realty company because the guy who was head of the realty company, he died. His wife is now head of it now, and Odessa's working there. Things are a little bit better. Before the realty company was real sketchy, not as sketchy anymore, but this business guy came in, and Odessa and all the other people at the realty company was kind of like, ooh, this weird, we don't want to get back into no shady business, and these two guys seem shady. Well, we find out they're at the company because Tanya, who is the lady who run the place, she actually wants Odessa to cater a party for them. They're having a brunch, and Odessa has her catering company. So she works at the real estate agency, but she also still has her catering, bakery business. So she actually wants her to do the catering for this business guy because she knows that Odessa ain't been making no sales. So she needs some money to fix her water heater, and because she's been taking cold showers. So anyway, that starts this whole thing, right? They are going to start doing that. Well, she meets this business guy. She actually knows the business guy from high school, even though she doesn't remember him. And he has an ex-wife. He's not friendly with the ex-wife. He has a new wife who's really young, and she's kind of mean and rude to everyone. And so Odessa takes on the job because she needs the money. So they do this whole brunch. They do this brunch, and somebody comes in, start having issues. There's some rah. The businessman gets upset with Odessa because of everything that is going on. And so Odessa gets this guy to like sample one of her foods before all the fights and stuff break out. And this guy dropped dead. The business guy drops dead, and there are a lot of suspects. You have everyone who was at the brunch, which is Odessa and all the people who work for her at her catering company. You got like the ex-wife. You got the other businessman who came in the same day with him into the real estate agency. And so that's basically what happened. We're trying to figure out why did this businessman die and who's involved. In this book, just like the last book, I'm going to assume that Odessa or someone she cares about is going to be like accused of the murder, because that's just how murder mystery goes. Like, in order for our main character to look into it, somebody close to her or herself has to kind of be involved in, like, people thinking they did it. So I'm sure they're gonna think she did it, or someone close to her did it, and she's gonna have to figure out what's going on. Thus far, we've run into an issue that I don't remember nothing from the first book. I don't remember any of I remember the plot well enough from the first book, not really. I don't remember the characters from the first book at all. Like, I vaguely remember. So, like, a lot of this, like, in chapter 5, we're literally getting a call back from the first book, and I don't know the callback. I don't know who this woman is to the story. So that's the issue I'm running into right now. Like, I kind of need to brush up on what happened in the first book. So, like, I'm going on a road trip tomorrow, and I kind of feel like maybe if the audiobook is at my library, I should read the first book again, because I'm sure it's short. I don't know. I'm going to, like, read a couple more chapters and see if I can, like, get through it without, like, really knowing what the hell is going on, and then we'll see. But that's it. I'm on chapter 5, and so I should finish that very, very soon, and then we'll move on to the next one, and then we'll switch to a totally different book. Yeah, but I'm gonna go to bed. I need to show you guys some books I purchased, but I'm kind of, like, tired of talking right now, and I'm ready to go to bed. I'm gonna watch The Last Final Destination, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I would have, like, kind of finished this book. Hopefully I can just push through, and maybe I need to just go look at the other book, like, look around. I just don't, because I feel like I read that book around with a lot of other books, and it kind of got sandwiched in. Like, I'm sorry, you can't remember every goddamn thing you read. And then I gave it 3.5 stars. Like, it was kind of, like, forgettable. Like, it was fine, but forgettable. So, like, I just don't remember. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the vlog. I have some updates for you guys because I spent yesterday, a good chunk of yesterday, doing some reading. I read for a couple hours, so I was able to get through a lot of our reading for this video. So the first thing is, I finished A Fatal Glow the last recap. That night, I finished A Fatal Glow. Once again, I'm going to give this book 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I mean that in a very endearing way. This book was really good. I think when it comes to, like, cozy mysteries or murder mysteries where you're following, like, one person and, you know, nothing is ever that serious, I think this is more my speed. A lot of times in cozy mysteries, it's a little ridiculous. Things are over the top, and a lot of people enjoy that. They enjoy the whimsicalness of a cozy murder mystery. But with these books, this book is really grounded. Odessa is not this, like, over the top type character. Over the top things do not happen. This book just follows Odessa going through life and people be dying in her life, and there's usually one or two suspects, and then when you get to who done it, the motives are pretty clear, they make sense, and, you know, the story ends. It's not really over the top, but to me, it doesn't overstay its welcome. These books are never over 250 pages. They don't overstay their welcome. They do what they're supposed to do. And you want to know what? I found myself really wanting to know what was happening in this book, more so than the first. I wanted to know who killed this man. There was a good amount of characters on the board, and what I appreciate the most about this book is there was a good amount of motives. Everyone had their reasoning. So I give this book 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I was really happy to continue with the next book, and that gives us A Shimmer of Red. So in this, we are back at the real estate agency, and some new people have come to work at the real estate agency. And there's these two girls who come from another real estate agency. They've been friends for a while. One of those girls end up dead. Someone else in the office is dating the girl is dating the girl, and basically, so this guy's boyfriend and this girl's best friend has died on a run. It's been, like, you know, a hit and run type of thing. People don't know what it is. A lot of people don't think there's anything, like, really into it besides a hit and run. Someone accidentally ran someone over and they ran away, right? But Odessa has a feeling that there is more to this story, so she is trying to uncover why this girl at her work got ran over, who could possibly be involved. I am not enjoying this story as much as the other story. I don't like the cast of characters in this. We're not really, they're the people who are in this story are new to the real estate agency, so it doesn't really flow. Odessa in her personal life doesn't, like, I don't care about nothing going on there. Like, there's this guy from her past who has come back. Just, I don't care why the person who killed this girl. Like, whoever did it, it does not matter to me. So I'm only getting through this because it's short and it's for this video. This is not making me want to continue in the series in the next book. And that it's a third book. What do you expect? But there is, in every like cozy mystery, there is like a love interest in every single one. Like, there's someone who our main character could be in a relationship with. And in this one, it's this other detective, I believe. I believe he is Odessa's like love interest. And it's a really slow burn, but I am enjoying it. Every time we get scenes with the two of them, I really enjoy it. And I think that's like going to be her like in-game love interest after like 10 of these. And so I really enjoyed that aspect. We just got a scene with them in this book and I thought it was oh so cute. Other than that, that's pretty much what's going on in this book. And yeah, it's fine. I don't think I'm going to give it. I would actually move this more to a 4. If I gave the first one a 3.5, I would move this one to a 4. And this is probably going to sit at like a 2.5, maybe 3. This is not the murder mystery series where you can kind of pick up where you left off. If anything, maybe this one is more so you could this is not the murder mystery series where you can just like pick up any book and you will be able to follow it. I do think you need to read the first book to at least know something going on, because you wouldn't understand that this is like magical realism. She doesn't really explain to you what happened in the last book, and that's where I would take points off. I do think there needs to be some nods to the last books, because baby, I told you guys I was thinking about going back and reading the first one. You don't need to. Like, if you read the first one, hardly remember, you can read this just fine. But there were some callbacks that I didn't get, but I do think there just needs to be a couple pages to get us up to speed. Anyways, I'm about to eat my breakfast, then I'm gonna finish this book. And I'll talk to you guys later. So later on today, I have the Jada Pinkett Smith book tour thingy going on in my city. So I'm going to see Jada Pinkett Smith for her book Worthy. I haven't even hauled that book for you guys. I own the book. I haven't even hauled it. If they have signed copies at the book event, I'm going to get a signed copy, and then I'll just do something with my one that's not signed. So yeah, I'm doing that today later on. So I'm trying to get some things done. Yeah, this also is my birthday week. It is my birthday week this week. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm in good spirits. And yeah, I will talk to you guys a little bit later because I'm excited to eat. Okay, peace. Hello, you guys. I am coming to give my final updates on a shimmer of red. I'm going to give this book 2.5 to 3 stars. I did not like this book. It's so funny. I said that with the last book we read in this series. I felt like this book had callbacks to the first book, and they should have done a better job at explaining what happened in the first book so you could really understand those callbacks. And this one, they really don't do any callbacks to the second book at all. And I actually think it does a disservice to this book, because without the callbacks to the second book, it just felt like this book was just like not a part of a series. But if it feels like it's not a part of a series but is, it just feels incomplete. Like, you just feel like there's no reason for you to be here. All of the main characters in this are new. We do get a few characters that have been in the last one, but what we're dealing with is new characters. There's not really much going on at the real estate agency except for the person that's dead works at the real estate agency. The people who come into the story are from Odessa's past. There's really nothing to do with any of the plot in this one. And there are some plot developments that could have been dragged to this story, and they're simply not. We do still have like Erica, and we have Red. If you read the book, you know what I'm talking about. So we do still have some other characters, but to me, they just felt incomplete, and I did not enjoy it. But you know what? That's okay, because I am going to stop reading the series here. If I'm ever on like maybe a beach or something and I have my Kindle or by the pool and I want to read something quickly and there's another book in this series, I do it, but I don't see myself just physically buying the next book in that series. But I did enjoy it to get to book 3 in a cozy mystery. I did have to enjoy some aspect of it. So if you're interested in, I would say go ahead and pick it up. It's always good to read murder mystery books, so cozy mystery books from Black authors. So that is good. So the next thing we are going to get into is My Sister, the Serial Killer. This is a really, really short book. So I think I'm just going to read the entire thing, then come back to you and tell you how I feel about this one, give you the plot. So anyways, I told you guys I was going to see Jada Pinkett Smith yesterday, and I wanted her to sign my book. Well, I wanted to get a signed book. And baby, I did. I have a signed copy somewhere. Where's the signature? Oh, right here. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah, I have a signed copy, and I actually have 2 signed copies. Right there at the event. And like, by the way, this is like an actual signature. The heart on this one is kind of like the pin faded out, and it's not like that on this one. It's not stamped signature. It's a real signature. They were giving out free books at the book event, which is really cool because that means this book is $32. Therefore, the tickets were going, if you bought your tickets earlier, they were $42, and I think later on, like after everything, you know, the scandal, everyone talking about Will and Jada, I think they went up to like $90. But even with that being said, if this book is $32, like you only paid, like if you got them at $42, you only paid $10 for the event, and if you got them at like $90, you only paid like $60 for the event, and you got to see Jada. But we had such a good time. We really, really did. Jada was dropping some tidbits that we very much so enjoyed. So I have 2 signed copies of that. One is going to be my mantle. Oh, I went with my man. Did I even tell you that? With my mantle. One of those is his. I just brought them both upstairs. I need to give you guys a book haul. I purchased some books a little while ago. Not a little while ago. Literally, maybe last week. I purchased the last book in the American Royal series. I believe this is the 4th book in the American Royal series, the 4th and final book, and it is called Rain. I am going out of town, and I think this is going to be my out-of-town read. I do not know. It wasn't a part of my books I wanted to get to by the end of the year, but now I kind of want to stick it into it because I kind of just want to finish out the series. And you guys, if I finish this series, do you know this is going to be the first series I think I ever, like, complete? Besides me, I'm lying. I've completed the Hunger Games series. That is the only series, because even the Maze Runner series, I believe the Maze Runner came out with a prequel, and I never read the prequel. Or they came out with something that I never finished. I never finished the Delirium series. I never finished the Selection series. I have not finished the Twilight series. I never, like, I'm like 2 books behind in the Twilight series. I haven't read Midnight Sun, and I haven't read the one about the duel. Like, anyways. So I haven't gotten to that. Like, this will be the first time in a very, very long time that I complete a series. It's done. No more books, and there's more than like 2 books in the series. So that's really exciting. The next thing is that I bought. You ever see a book or read a book and you're like, I should have done this first? Roxane Gay, come to the front. Roxane Gay has a book that is called Opinions, where in this book, we just get Roxane Gay's opinions on all different types of subjects of things. So like pop culture, activism, racism, politics. And there's just 1 or 2 pages on her opinion on these things. This is something I should have written. Why did I not think about this first? Oh my goodness. I guess you gotta kind of be long in the tooth to do this. Like, Roxane Gay got some dip on her chip. Like, people respect Roxane Gay. So, of course, people want to hear their opinions. But, like, this is something I should have written because I have opinions about everything. And you want to know what I think separates me from other people who have opinions? I have this way of, I can be passionate about any opinion I say.
Like, for example, I don't think you should put spaghetti sauce in the noodles. I think they should be served separately, and people should decide how much spaghetti sauce they want on their noodles. And some people believe it should all be mixed together in a goddamn pot. I could literally talk to you very passionately about why I believe the spaghetti should be served separately, in the same way I can speak passionately about Beyonce. The same way I can speak passionately about Jada Pinkett Smith and Set It Off. Like, I can speak passionately about any subject in the same way, as long as it's my true opinion on that thing. And so it's so funny. I will on my main channel, I'll talk about things and people are like, you care about this thing very much. And it's like, some stuff I care about, some stuff I don't care about that much. It's just, if I have an opinion on something, it's my opinion on it. I'm firm in it, and so I can speak about it from there. But like, some stuff, I don't even like spaghetti all that much. I don't like marinara sauce all that much. Therefore, I don't care that goddamn much how you serve your spaghetti. But I care a lot about Beyonce. So like, yeah, that it might sound like I care an equal amount about two things. I just don't. I just have this way of talking passionately about anything I'm discussing. So I purchased this book because like, I'm so jealous. I should have made it. And then sometime next year, I'm going to do another video about memoirs, or maybe not even a video. I might just do it on my own time, like spend a week reading some memoirs. And I thought I would get into Kerry Washington's. I kind of feel like Kerry Washington's memoir kind of didn't get a fair shot. Like, I just feel like you got Kerry Washington memoir comes out, and it's like, okay, your parents not who you thought they were, or everything ain't right with the biology or whatever. And that's a good needle drop. That's a good, like, okay, that's interesting. But like, people want scandal, right? People want scandal. People want salacious. And that's what Jada Pinkett dropped when she dropped her memoir. Like, you gotta have a mic drop. Then you got Britney Spears. She drops the mic with the abortion talk. And I just feel like Kerry kind of getting mixed up in the sauce a little bit. So I had to give Kerry hers. And then I told you guys, I purchased a copy of Worthy, but now I don't need it, so I'm just gonna gift this to somebody. It's Christmas season, and I'm gonna just gift this to somebody during Christmas. I might give it to my man's mom or something. She might appreciate it. I don't know. So I'm gonna gift that one. One of these is mine, and the other one is not mine, and that is that on that. So anyways, I'm gonna read my sister, the serial killer, and I will come back with my final thoughts probably on that when I finish it in a couple days. Okay, peace. Hello, you guys. I have finished My Sister, the Serial Killer. This book reads almost like little vignettes, little moments in time. This is not a linear narrative, where it is linear, but it's not like this, continuous story. We jump into different moments in this character's life. So in this book, we are following two sisters. One of the sisters is a serial killer. Every man that she dates, she usually ends up killing them. And then the woman we're hearing from, she's the sister. She's the older sister. She ends up having to clean up her messes. And so this is her basically dealing with living in her sister's shadow, having to clean up after her little sister being seen as the more attractive sister, the sister that people want to sleep with, and how the men who she usually sleeps with and, it ends up being with, she usually ends up killing. And that is My Sister, the Serial Killer. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed what this had to say about sister dynamics, what this has to say about beauty politics, what this has to say just about being a woman and living in a society where your worth is deemed by how attractive you are. So this was a really good read. It's a really short read. It was way shorter than I thought it was going to be. So I am going to give this 4 out of 5 stars. And we can move on to a deadly inside scoop. I really just don't have much to say about this book. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. It was good. It was good. Perfectly good. I do think it could be a longer story. It doesn't have to just be these quick little chunks of memory, chunks of thoughts that it is. I don't mind it that way. I do think it keeps the intrigue the entire time because it's like that, but it could have been a whole long novel and I still think it would have been good. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars and we are going to move on, okay? Peace. Guys, I wanted to come back and talk to you guys about My Sister the Serial Killer. I was in a rush to get the clip up because I was heading out, but I wanted to come back and say some more things I enjoyed about this book. I enjoyed what this book had to say about family and loyalty. And what is loyalty? If loyalty is a game where only you are a participant in it, is it loyalty or are you just a slave? Do people have to be loyal to you for you to remain loyal to them? It asks that question, and it also asks, when are you not accountable to your family? Is family all you have, or should you reach out for more? But we know that when it comes to family, family offers some type of protection, right? So like, what is the exchange rate? Like, what for the protection that family gives you, you know, there being power in numbers, what do I then owe the family? I just think it asks a really interesting question about family and loyalty and servitude and what you owe the people around you, and when do you put yourself first, or do you ever put yourself first? And it's this idea of people always talk about labor, the amount of labor that goes into building relationships and family, and I think this book really touches on that. And also, if you dislike someone in your family, is that a reason to not be there for your family? Like, how much can you dislike someone in your family? I don't know. I just think this book asked a lot of questions about family dynamics that you really could discuss. And I really think this would be a great book to read in a discussion setting and to discuss, like, what is owed to family, and when do you put family above being a good person? When do you put family above other people, the rights and the wrong, you know? I don't know. So that's another reason why I enjoyed this book. But yeah, I really like this book. So I just wanted to come back and quickly touch on those things. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy that. But yeah, that is that on that. And like I said, we are going to move on to A Deadly Inside Scoop, the book I want to read the least. But I purchased it forever ago, and you know what? I guess I gotta read it. But in the meantime, in between time, I am going to get some Halloween candy for the kids. I think I'm gonna make goodie bags, and less candy, more like little toys for them. I kind of should go to Dollar Tree and do this, but yeah, I'm gonna get some like toys and stuff, because every time I hand out, this would be my like 3rd, 4th year handing out candy, and every time like the kids are really gravitated towards like, the older kids want candy and the little kids want little toys, because I'm assuming like they get all this candy on Halloween, then they never see it after the first 2 days because their parents put it away and throw it in the trash. So like a lot of the kids are gravitated towards like little toys and little knickknacks. So I just want to get the kids some toys, some knickknacks to put inside there that they can like do. I might do a goodie bag or something like that. So that's what I am about to do to be in the Halloween spirit. You guys, let's talk about this bag. Oh yeah, this was my birthday gift. Look at this bag. This bag is from Celine. You cannot see. Look at this. You guys, this bag has been sold out for forever. Every time I have gone to try to get this bag, it has been sold out. But baby, I caught it one Saturday night and it was in stock and I had to purchase it. This is so me. When I was in 3rd grade, I used to have a bag that was just like this that I bought from like maybe Walmart or something. And so the fact that Celine would come out with this, oh my gosh, it is just absolutely perfect. This is going to be my fall bag. Oh, I just love it. It's such a statement. Like I feel with anything, it can be a statement. Like I'm wearing all black. Like it's a moment. Anyways, let me go inside and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. you guys, I am at the bank. But it's spooky. I like the vibes because I can come on here and talk to you guys about a deadly inside scoop. I am about halfway done with this book. We're going to have to ignore the terrible focusing, like it's focusing on that light. It don't know what it's trying to do. But let's talk about this book. So in this book, we are following a woman. She is in her late 20s, and basically she has inherited an ice cream shop in Cleveland. She's from Cleveland. Her grandparents used to own and run this ice cream shop. Ice cream shop shut down, and now she's back in Cleveland because she wants to get this ice cream shop back up and running. She's trying to figure out what recipes, how to get people to want to have ice cream in the middle of the winter, just trying to figure out how to basically restart this business. But one day before the grand opening, this white guy comes to the business and is like, hey, I used to come here all of the time. I used to like kind of own the shop beside you guys and all of this stuff. So our girl, she's like, oh, that's really, really cool. He's like, I'll see you guys later. And so she tells her mother about everything, and basically her mother's like, yeah, we don't like that guy. That guy has done some terrible things to our family, and we have an issue with this guy. Do not tell your dad about any of this. Don't tell your grandpa about none of this, because he kind of ruined our family's life. And so she's like, well, that's okay. That's weird. Well, one day after the grand opening, the guy never comes back to get the ice cream like he says he will. And so it's snowing outside, and she wants to go get some snow for the ice cream machine so she can use the snow outside and make the ice cream. Well, she sees that there is a guy that is dead. She doesn't get a good look at the guy, but she sees someone leaving the scene, and she's like, there's a guy that's dead. And that starts our whole story, because the guy that is dead is the guy who did this up to her family, and her dad gets accused of it. Her dad is one of the suspects because of all of their history. So that makes our main girl go into some amateur sleuthing so that she can clear her guy's name. Pretty much every cozy mystery, like someone close to them gets accused of the murder, and that's kind of their call to action to try to solve the murder because they don't want someone they love to be a part of the scene. Okay, unfortunately, the book is so dull. Like, it's fine. Like, if you like cozy mysteries, then this is one for you. But if you're someone who's looking for something to just like, ooh, I want a good reading experience, I don't think this is that. The characters are bland. The story is bland. Like, it could be anyone, but do you really care? I feel like for me, in order for a cozy mystery to be really good for me, the characters kind of have to be out of the box. Like, the story is going to be the story. Some random person with half a brain cell is going to be the killer. Like, that's every single cozy mystery. Like, someone's going to have some very thin reason to want to kill someone. They do the killing. We figure it out. Like, it follows the same beats. But in order for me to want to be in the story, you're going to have to give me some characters that I just want to be in the head of, a world I want to be in. And this is just not doing that for me. I just don't think me and Abby Collette see each other. And so I've decided if I do not give this book at least 3.5 stars, I am unhauling the entire series. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So anyways, I'm going to leave this bank, and I am going to come to you guys sitting in my office with the final thoughts on this entire video when I finish A Deadly Inside Scoop. Okay, I will talk to you guys later.
Hello, you guys. That is the end of this video. Every October, I like to take a week to read mystery, thriller, speculative, horror type books that have to deal with Black people, written by Black people, to celebrate the Blackoweenathon. Thank you to everyone who comes together to put this on. Down below, I have all of the information, and I just love this because I just love reading books by Black people, and you should too. Black people are making some incredible work. So in this video, we read 4 books. I need to come and tell you guys my final thoughts on A Deadly Inside Scoop. Fine. This book is fine. If you like cozy mysteries, why not read this book? I don't think this book is doing anything inventive, but I also don't think it's a bad book. I think it's perfectly well written. So if you like cozy mysteries, I would definitely read this. For me, I've learned, I don't know if I am just the cozy girl. I don't think I am the cozy reader. I don't like cozy fantasy. I don't like cozy mysteries. I don't think I'm the cozy reader. I don't know. I just don't think it's for me. And I think I'm trying to fit a square into a circle when it comes to cozy type things. That is just not my vibe. And I think I need to let it go because I'm getting on here and I'm judging like cozy fantasy and I'm judging cozy mysteries and even like cozy romance, like romance books that are just like, ooh, coffee, ooh, love. I don't even think I like that. Like, I love my books to have drama, stakes, all of that stuff. Like, I love it all. Like, I love just, a very intricate plot. That's just me. So I do not think I'm the cozy girl. So, like, I don't even think I can rate this book, so I'm not going to rate it. I do own 2 books in the series, and I know I said in my car, like, I won't continue it if I give this 3 stars. Since I own the other 2, I don't see why I can't like go back to it. So maybe next October we just finish it out, or during Black History Month if I want to do like a mystery week, I can finish it out. So I won't say never finish it because I didn't hate this. I did not hate this, but I didn't love it either. So that's my thoughts on that. And other than that, we read 3 other books in this video. So we read A Fatal Glow and A Shimmer of Red. A Fatal Glow was actually a really good mystery novel for me. If this book was just like the next book, I probably would continue in this series. But I found the 3rd book in this series, A Shimmer of Red, to be quite a letdown. It almost felt like it wasn't even a part of this series. We got new characters. Nothing from the last book was really touched on. I did not enjoy it, but I did enjoy A Fatal Glow, and I am okay with this being the end of my time with this series. Like I said, I don't even think I'm the mystery girly like that. So I think as far as cozy mysteries go, I think this is the most I've enjoyed a cozy mystery with this series, but I don't feel a need for me to continue. I'm happy that I got through these. I'm okay with that. And you know what? I gave 1 4 stars, 1 3 stars, and I think that is really good for me. My favorite books of this video would be My Sister the Serial Killer. I did not think I was going to enjoy this. I've seen a lot of people read this. I think a title like this is very gimmicky. I don't know, just having a title that's My Sister the Serial Killer, it's really, really gimmicky to get people to be like, what? But her sister is a serial killer, so you know what? It actually goes exactly with the name. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed what this said about family. I love interesting family dynamics. It's one of my favorite things in books, reading books about interesting family dynamics, and that is what this was. So I am surprised I enjoyed this as much as I did. So I follow the Blackoweenathon Instagram, and like they do prompts like every single day, stuff like that, and one of them is like to show your stack. So here is my Blackoweenathon stack right here. And yeah, that is the end of this one. I will see you guys on Halloween for another vlog. Well, we will end out all of the spooky month. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one.